Howdy, this is Marissa from Marissa Moments Podcast, where I give you my real life stories and their healing translations. So let's just get straight into it. I remember one time, one of my employers, an employer, actually called me the most spiteful person they ever met. You know what I did to that remark? I laughed, I smirked, I giggled. I actually took it as a compliment. I was like, oh, thank you. Thanks for noticing, But now, as I'm moving forward in this journey and really focused on my healing, I realize that not that it was a problem, because there is no good, bad, right, or wrong. I mean, except for when it comes to harming others or ourselves. But when it comes down to that notion, I'm realizing that I'm just really changing. I used to be led by anger, resentment, frustration. All of those things were the fire under my ass that got me moving in the morning, right? Because I was like, I'll be damned. That was basically my motto. I'll be damned if ... You fill in the blank, right? And that's really, truly was my motivating factor. But what I just realized, and I literally just realized this, is that has shifted. I don't know when it shifted. I don't know how it shifted. I don't know where it shifted, but it is shifting. I can't say that it shifted completely because I still definitely have that grit about me, and I still definitely will use essentially anything that is around me to be my forward momentum and motivator, right? But what I'm noticing is that I'm leading from a place of curiosity and, dare I say, love and compassion and concern instead of resentment and anger. So, whenever somebody does something, I'm more like, why? Why would that happen instead of what the fuck? You know what I mean? And there is a difference, you guys. And, don't get me wrong. I still get angry. I still get frustrated. I mean, I still have my moments. And typically in those moments, I recognize now that that's because I'm usually overwhelmed. So I have too much going on and I haven't been able to balance myself out through whether it be meditation, which I've just now restarted, and Spirit was hollering at me to get back into it. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then once I got back into it, I was like, oh yeah, that's why, right? I'm not saying it's a fix-all or a cure-all, but it definitely is helpful for me. So what am I talking about all in all, right? I'm talking about, what are your motivations? I can tell you my motivations used to be anger, fire, and brimstone, and it's shifting. I'm still not completely out of the flames. I'm not clear of the smoke quite yet, but I'm definitely getting there. And it does, in fact, make a difference. It makes a difference in how I view things. It makes a difference in how I respond to things. It just makes a difference in how I feel overall, because it's heavy to be triggered, or not necessarily triggered, but like fueled by just fire all the time, feeling like you have to always have your armor on. That shit is heavy, right? Armor is heavy. A shield is heavy. A sword is heavy. A gun is heavy. All of these things are heavy. And so, not to say that you're incapable of making use of them in the proper and appropriate situations and circumstances, but to carry them all the time, that is just heavy. Maybe that's why my shoulder got messed up, right? Because it was just tired of carrying the weight of that anger and frustration and all of those things. So finally, my spirit was like, it's time to drop it. And since I refused to drop it, it dropped my arm. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, so that's it. And if this message resonates, then that means it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, I thank you for listening, and I wish you the best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, please feel free to donate. I do accept them and appreciate them. I am on Cash App, $ Marissa Moments. That's Marissa with one S, or Venmo at Marissa Moments. Also, follow me, subscribe, like, all of those things, comment, chat, whatever with me on all of social media. I'm basically everywhere you want to be. Again, look for me, Marissa Moments. That is Marissa with one S because there is only one me. Talk to you soon.